Hi, hi, welcome back to Lesley Crafts. Today we are going to be making a loaded umbrella. Now this has been on YouTube for a few years. I can't remember who first came up with the idea, but we're doing one in my group as a swap. It's still open if anybody would like to join. It is open to the UK and international. Just be aware, if you are international and you do join the swap, you might have to send to the UK unless another international person joins in the swap. So this is what we're going to be making. I'm just going to be doing the bare basics with you today, and then once I've decorated it and I've got all my goodies sorted, then I'll come back and show you what I've actually put inside it. So this is what we're going to be making today. So I am using my Graphic 45 Midnight Masquerade. I'm not too sure if it's still available, but that is what I am using. I got it ages ago from Thompson Crafts, and I got loads of single sheets as well. So I've tried to find two sheets which are the same, and you need to cut your papers down to 8.5 by 12, and that gives you the height of the umbrella. And then we're going to be scoring at every 1/2 inch. I'm just changing scoreboards so it's easier for me, and I'm going to score them both together just for quickness. Just bear with me while I get my scoring tool. It should be in here. If not, whoops, daisy. It's down here. There we go. So yeah, so we're going to score at every 1/2 inch. You can do every inch if you want to, but I quite like the every 1/2 inch look. So, and I would just like to say thank you to everybody who's been buying me copies. All the money is going towards a new cutter. So I am nearly there, but it's all much appreciated. Thank you very much. If you would like to buy me a copy, then the link is down below with the group link and everything else. So what you want to do is you want to fold these like a concertina, but what I do first is I fold every score line one way, and I do this if I'm doing rosettes, anything scored really. So it just helps me when I do the concertina fold. Just off camera, sorry. So I picked this paper pie because I do have quite a lot of embellishments already made with this collection, and I've been making some different ones as well. I don't know which order the videos are going to come out in, but I've been making bag toppers and things like that with it, so all a bit, you know, different. Okay, and once you've done that, just concertina it. And also helps make the score lines a little bit more flexible. So, and on the back of this one, it's all counterparts. I do have quite a few of them. So, it's early on a Saturday morning. There's one child about, but the other two are sleeping. So if they suddenly come in, well, the eldest one won't, but the younger one might do. When I say younger, he is a teenager, but he always likes to say morning to his mummy. So I just thought, while it's quiet, I can get one of the videos I am doing today in. And then, you know, it's not a wasted morning in between my never-ending housework. So in between doing all the recycling, ready for Monday and all of that. We've got the Christmas in July collab starting next week as well. We've got quite a few more different collabs in the pipeline as well. So when I say we, it's me and Jess. And then we've got the craft along happening in the group. We've got other things, we've got swaps happening in the group. So, you know, there's a lot going on. And I'm sort of keeping on top of things at the moment. And I was down to another couple of people buying me a coffee. I've managed to get myself a fairly decent organiser, and I'm writing down everything which needs to be done, everything that I've done, so I can just keep an eye on what I've been doing as well as what I'm doing in the groups. I've got a live tonight in the group as well, and that is doing my 3D flower pot. By the time this goes out, I would have done it, and I'm hoping to have done the tutorial for YouTube on it as well. So I do miss doing the tutorials, and I think one reason why I stopped doing it was because I was doing so many lives in the group. I really didn't fancy doing tutorials on YouTube. But now I only do lives twice a week, and we have rooms about twice a week as well, where you can just craft either with a craft along if you're having trouble with ideas and things like that, and if you just want to craft with other people. So that's the two all joined together. Now you want to insert them. So they've got a little, so they lie on top of each other quite nicely. And then you've got one laying on the outside and the other one laying on the outside. So, oops, Daisy, I'm trying to get, so it looks like that. And then what you want to do is you want to glue them both together. So what I do is I take one off, and then I give a wet glue. I find wet glue is easier for this because you can sort of get everything in there, and you've got a little bit of time if you need to mush it around. That is a technical term, mushing, just in case you haven't heard of it before. So like I say, this is not my idea. I have found it off the internet, well, off YouTube. So I just like to mention that again. I mean, you just want to line these up as best as you can. And I just concertina them back together. Just like that. When I hold it down, just to make sure it's all glued. And then we'll be sorting the sides out in a minute, so don't worry about that. And there we go. Once that's all stuck, or as stuck as you can get it, we can start sticking inside of here now. So, I mean, at the same time I tend to do the sides, but you know, it's totally up to you. And again, I, you know, just put the wet glue both sides, so it actually adheres. And because of the wet glue, you can do the sides and not have any, I'll come back to that other side, not having any issues really. So you can do that and then turn it over. Just give it a good old press. And if you've got a bulldog clip, then you can clip it down. So, you know, there's no glue that leaks, you know. Do that. Just making sure that that side is stuck down, and then we can concentrate on this side here. So I tend to put the glue on the edge which is upwards, and then just push that in, just like so. And then again, just hold it and push it downwards, just like that. So I'm hoping my glue gun will be sort of ready by the time I need it. So I'm just picking some black twine just to wrap around the bottom. Oops. And that is purely just to help it before I put on the ribbon I want. So you want to tie it at the front rather than at the side. Now you want to try and get this as tight as possible, which can be a little bit tricky because obviously you are going against what he wants to do. There we go. And pull that as tight as possible and then just snip it off. So it looks like a fan basically. You don't want to open it just yet. You want to finish off the bottom. Not quite finish off the bottom, but you want to, you know. So I was sent some of this ribbon from a Stampin' Up! Friend, and to be honest with you, I'm not too keen on it, but I will use it. So I'm just going to put some glue on there, and we're just going to wrap this up. So one, it looks pretty, and two, it covers the black string. And I've got a friend. I think it's a dead friend, but we'll stick it in the bin anyway. And then again, when you get to that bit there, you just want to cut it off. And again, just totally out of frame. And again, just put some hot glue on there and then just press back down. Try and make it as flat as possible if you can. So your bottom end looks like that. There we go. I'm going to put that to one side. Now this is where you want to make your stand. Now with this one I used a drinks bottle and then I put buttons on it and then I've made another one for my giveaway, and I just use buttons, and again I'm just going to use buttons, but I've got 3 different sizes and they sort of all go within the paper collection. So I'm just going to glue all these together, and I'm just going to use my silicone mat because the white button's got a great big gap in it, and if there's anything that leaks out from the others then it won't stick on my paper. So just do that, and then try and get the flat side up if you can. Make sure that buttons do stick together, just like so, and then you can get your fan, and now your bottom should be fairly level. I mean, you just want to stick that on there. Just give it a few minutes, and then we can decorate this up with some beads. And then we can ease this out a little bit now. And then we're going to ease this out. I've put mine quite far back, so hopefully it will still stand. So I'm just going to ease my hand in there. So you want to try and separate the 2 layers, which can be done, but you just have to be very, very careful. Push it out so it expands a bit. And then I'm just going to try and see if I can shove that, again another technical term, I'm just going to take that off and try and get more in the middle rather than just on the back end. See, accidents do happen to the best of us, so I'm just going to take this glue off here. There we go, and then just start again. So, and then try and get it more in the middle rather than just at one end. So I'm just going to do that, and I've just checked that it's not just one end. There we go. And my battery is flashing, so I might have to come back with part 2 anyway. So in fact I'm going to leave that there, and we'll come back with part 2, and then we'll finish off the umbrella and we'll decorate it then in part 2. Okay, bye now.